Bonjour, bonjour. My name is Karim Niangane. Welcome to CoreXperience. So CoreXperience, as the name says, is all about the core. It's experiencing the core. And your core is an essential part of your body. If your core doesn't work accordingly or is not fully engaged, then it's very likely you have back pain, poor posture, not much flexibility, and you also might have issues in terms of performance. This can be an issue for many reasons. The idea today is to introduce you to how to activate your core. You don't have to be an athlete. If you haven't been exercising for a very long time, if you're just starting back again but you're not too sure what to do, or if you're already an athlete or doing any type of sport, it will benefit you. All right, so here we're going to start. We'll be on the ground. So get something quite comfortable. I hope so. Have a nice yoga mat, something quite comfortable as well to be working on. And we're going to get started from here. All right? Okay, let's get this started now. So we will start on all four. This in itself is not that easy, not straightforward. Why? Because we tend to have our hands quite forward, and this might bring wrist pain. The idea is shifting slightly back. And what we want to do is to see if your hips can tilt forward and backward. That is essential because most have very stiff hips, and we don't want stiff hips. Okay, so this is the first exercise, just to start very gently. So you need to bring the bum out, and then bring the bum in, and then out, and in. This allows your spine to have some movement as well, okay, some flexion. We need some of it. We can't have a stiff back. Super. Now, what I will want you to do is to have the hips only going round and around. We want some hip mobility. So let's do this one, hip round and around. And just focus on just moving the hips and not the back. One tip for you, we have to have your knees slightly open. So here, slightly open. So I show you from this three-quarter, from this angle, and this is what we want. Okay, now we're used to this move. Give it the other way around. That's what we do. We do the other way around now. And you might hear some crack, some noise. That's good. Now you're unlocking your back. So keep going. And it's very good for your lower back pain, if you have back pain. Okay. Now that we did the hips. Now I want your back, the entire back. So it's going to be your hips and your back. And you really want to be able to, this is for your spine. Your spine needs to be healthy, and a healthy spine is a spine that moves. So round and around. And yes, you will hear some cracks, and no worry. We're unlocking, as I said, the spine and some parts that haven't been moving for a long time. Now we're going to do the other way around. So the hips and the back. That's superb. Now what I want from you is you need to open your palms and you need to shift the weight on your fingers, not on your palms. Why? Because otherwise you're going to feel your wrist, and we just don't want you to feel your wrist. So you keep your palms open, shift the weight on your fingers, and what I will want you to do is to move a little bit back and forth, okay? Not all the way back, not all the way forward, but do you notice my back is straight? And that's what I want from you. So back and forth, nicely and gently. The weight on your fingers, again, otherwise, it's not good for the wrist. We don't want that. What it does is it allows you to build strength and mobility on your hands and your forearms as well. Okay? Ta-da, 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 ta-da. That's superb. Now, the next thing I want from you is to go all the way back and extend your arms. And you might feel around your shoulders that is a bit stiff. That is good. This is what we want to address. So you'll be all the way back. Then we come back up again on all four. And we're pushing back again. And we're moving forward again and back again. Forward because we want to warm up the shoulders to also give them the full range of movement. When was the last time you had a full range of movement? Forward, give me 2 more. Back. And forward and back again. Now we're staying there for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Now what I will want you to do is to bring your hands just under your shoulders. And from here, I want you to shift the weight on your right hand, which will be on your fingers, remember? Keep your back straight. We don't want this kind of posture, we want it straight. And I want you to bring your arm up as straight as you can. So, not on the side, we want it to be here, palm forward. And you're going to feel your back activation. And this is also the core activation. We good? And down. Ready? And we switch side. Palm. Straight arm. And it's not an easy one. Even if your arms comes here, that's cool. I'm cool with that. And down. Ready? And again, switch side. Palm. And down. You see my hands still open. Up. Down, give me 2 more on each side, okay? Let's go. I know. Keep staying with me. Up. Down, switch arm, up. Down, 1 more, ready? On each side, up. Keep your arm straight. Don't bend your knee, your elbow, keep your arm straight. Up as much as you can. And you will feel on your back on each side. Down, and give me the other side, ready? Up. And we're staying there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We're going to stretch now. Push all the way back, you stretch. Now we're going to come back up again on all 4. And what I will want to have is your hands open, that's what we say, and I want you to go round and around. And shift the weight on your fingers. Exactly. We're going round and around. And now, the other way around. That's superb. Now, bum in. So round back, squeeze the bum, and squeeze the core. And I really want you to feel this part as you're squeezing in, round back. And then we relax, we push back. And we come back again, pump, round back. Squeeze the bum as well. The bum needs to be activated. Ready? We relax, we push back. On 3 more, okay? 3 more. Up, pump, round back, bum in. You see the bum is tucked in. Squeeze the bum, really very important for your lower back. Relax, the glutes are essential. Down, up. Bring your hips in, squeeze the core, squeeze the bum, tap for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back, give us like a nice stretch. And we come back up again and bring the hips in. Squeeze the bum for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. You relax and down, and you just stretch. Now you come back on all 4. What I will want you to do is to bring your left foot by your left hand and press your hips down. And now I want you to push back up. Why? Because without your hamstrings, if your hamstrings are too tight, it's going to be a channel effect, it's going to be a knock-on effect on everything. So it's literally have some mobility, having a strong core, means you have to have mobility and stability. Ready? We need forward. Now back, and you see where my hands are? They are by my side. They're just supporting me. You don't have to have all on your knee. Ready? It's all about comfort. Here you are. Ready? Release your hand from the ground, your hand, your left hand from the ground. Put it on your knee and push back. Keep your hips down, but bring your chest up. And down. Get ready. Bring the chest up again. And you're going to feel a slight stretch, an extra stretch each time you bring your chest up. So we're not moving the hips. We're just staying there. And down. We're good? And give me one more. Up. And if you can bring your hips down, do so. One tip, if you press the back of your foot down, if you press it down, you're going to really feel an extra stretch, a deeper stretch. That's beautiful. Why do we stretch the hip flexors? Because we're sitting down all day. And because we're sitting down all day, the hip flexors are used to be in a 90-degree angle, and they're getting tighter. This might also result in back pain. So that's why we're stretching the hip flexors and the hamstrings. We could, and you push back. Palm, hands on the ground, and bump back. If you feel it's a very deep stretch on your hamstrings, what I would invite you to do is to move your toes and your foot, and you're going to feel it will ease the whole thing. It will ease the tightness of your hamstrings. Yes, super. And back again. Now both hands in the middle. Recover our knees. Give yourself a lovely stretch. Calm. Now we're back on all four. Up. Bring your right foot to your right hand. Some of you might struggle with this one. The foot might come just here. Try to find a way, even if it's like this, find your way to have your foot by your hands. That is essential to have mobility and flexibility. We could? Now you're here, you're going to put one hand on each side. Remember the first time? So it will support you. You're here, now you can push back. And forward. And back. And you might think, why don't we do some core right now? Because this is part of the core. There's no point to do to target some muscles if everything around is not working. It's a bit like, I don't know, it's a bit like building a house without the ceiling, or building a house without wall. Doesn't make any sense. Exactly. Push back. And forward again. We have to have these mobilities. Now remember, your right hand on your knee, push up to increase the stretch. Now we're staying there for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ready? And again, up. And try to have a 90-degree or your 90-degree angle between the ground and your chin bone. 90-degree angle. This is not what we do. This is not 90 degree. This is what we do. 90 degree. Okay? Right hand on your hips, on your knee, and push back. Press your hips down. And this back foot, press it down as well. And we're staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Both hands on each side, remember, and let's have the last stretch of the hamstrings. It's all around. Toes up, bum back. And if it's a lot of stretch, just move your toes and your foot. And the other way around. Super. And forward now. Both hands in the middle. Recover your foot. Super. You stretch. All the way, all the way, all the way. Open your hands, your fingers, shift the weight forward again, and back. And forward again, and back. And always have a tiny gap between your knees, okay? And forward is more comfortable, but also give you more stability. Okay, game on. Ready? So what I want from you now is this. I want you to bring your left hand forward. And I prefer, so we start here, bring the bum down now. And just stay here for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, look. And push the bum back, but keep both hands where they are. And bring the hips forward again for 5. Squeeze, squeeze. 4, squeeze the bum as you bring it in. 3, 2, 1, you relax. Yes, you might feel your right arm. That's normal. We're working everything, I told you. Ready? Up, hips in, squeeze the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax and push all the way back, give yourself a good stretch. Back on all 4 again, pam pam. Now we're going to switch hands. So your left hand will remain open. You see my hand? And now my right hand will move forward. And from this point, I bring my hips in and I squeeze my bum and I squeeze my core and I'm staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hands where they are. Just push the bum back a little bit and come back in again. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? Relax. And yes, you will feel your left arm because we're working all around. And squeeze in. Ta-da! For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. You relax and you push all the way back, giving yourself a good stretch. Okay, super. So now we're feeling warm, huh? Yes? Okay, take this out. Stay with me. What I want you to do now is to have your elbows down. Your feet, you see my feet, my knees are slightly open. So I want you to be here. Please don't give me the saggy bum, we don't do that. Bring the bum in. Now, what I want you to do is to bring the bum in, round back, squeeze the bum. So it's an alternative for the full plank. Ready? Then you're going to relax, but you relax by bringing the bum slightly up. And then you squeeze in again, and you squeeze the bum, squeeze the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You relax, push the bum back, bring the bum in again, and you squeeze the bum, you squeeze the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You relax, and you squeeze in again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you relax, and you can move back. That is a very good move to start with. Now, you're going to come back again on all 4. You're going to have your elbows down. What I will want you to do is, if you can, being on your feet and going on one side, up, and the other. That's the version 2. The version 1 is this. You're going to go one side, up, the other. One side. Actually, we're just going to start with this one, okay? And the other. Just the action to pressing your elbow down to come back up, you're going to feel already the core. Let's start like this. Have one hand on the side, just one hand on the ground, pardon. Put your hand on your core, because there's no point to do something without you feeling it. It's a bit like having a good meal without having some taste or smell. What's the point? So put your hand here, and what we want you to do is to come up and come down, and feel what you're doing. You come up and come down. You felt this one? Super. So with both elbows down, we're going to do on one side, now that you know what it works, and the other. One side, and the other. Again, one side, the other. Give it 2 more, okay, on this side. One side, the other, and again, one side, and the other. You're going to come back on your hands and push yourself away from the ground. So to make sure that the back is nice and safe. Back on all four, remember both our knees open and fingers open. Now we're going to do the reach like we did the first time. So the first time we came here and we have the bum in. Now what I would want you to do is to do the same thing, but look, you're going to have your hands forward, the bum in, and now I want you to remove your left hands. And we're staying here for 3 seconds. 2, 1, down, push back, stretch. We're going to do it again, ready? Up, right hand forward, bum in, squeeze your core, hands off the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands down, push back. And back again, tap, right hands forward, left hands off the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands down, and we push back. We come back on all four. Now we're going to do the same with the left hand. Left hand forward, bring the bum in, ready? Remove your hand for 3 seconds, your right hand for 3 seconds. For 3, 2, 1, hands down, give yourself a stretch. Back on all four, don't stay too long on the stretch though, because otherwise we're just stretching, we're not doing the whole thing. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, remove, back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands down, push back. And again, up. Left hand forward, bring the hips in, squeeze the core, and hands off the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready, hands down, and we push back. Come back on all four. The next one is we got to work on our back. If we want to improve our posture and everything that goes with it, we have to work on the back. So I will invite you to be all the way back. Your hands are forward, all right? Your head is down. And what I want you to do is to bring your arms up with it as straight as you can, not on the side, as straight as you can, okay? And when you bring your left arm up, I want you to press your right hand on the ground. Open, okay? Down, down, both arms extended. And now, you're going to have your head down, and you're going to bring your left arm up for 3 seconds. And down. And up again. And down. Up again. And down. We're going to switch side now. Ready? 2, 1, up. Down. Up. Down. And again up. For that 3, 2, 1, and down. You come back on all four. Very good. Yes. And push back. And we come back again on all four. And push back. Breathe in back on all four. And breathe out in a sitting position. Ta-da! Very, very, very well done for this session today. I know it's a short introduction to CoreXperience. You'll be able to find me at coreexperience.co.uk. And my name is Karim Niangane, core training specialist. And if you have back pain, posture issues, if you'd like to improve your mobility, flexibility, and your natural strength, please come see me. I'm going to show you on camera how it's CoreXperience. And you know what? I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. And just remember one thing. You ready? Ready? It really does feel good to feel good. So please, do everything you can to feel good. Mobility, flexibility, natural strength, your core. Be kind to yourself, all right? And hydrate. Drink some water. See you soon. Merci, merci. Bye-bye. Big hug to all of you. Bye-bye.